49th Cannes Film Festival has finally come to an end. It wrapped up with the glamorous closing ceremony where the jury presented its top awards. And now, the winner of this year's top prize, the Palme d'Or.
British veteran film director Ken Loach was a surprise winner of the Palme d'Or for the film I, Daniel Blake.
Excuse me, Anne. Can I have a word, please?
The story depicts a man who has had a heart attack and can no longer do his job. But he's declared fit for work and he stops receiving assistance. He begins to go hungry. The glamour of the Cannes Festival stood in sharp contrast to the sparse and grim mood of the drama that won its top prize.
There is a danger now of despair. And when there is so much despair, the people from the far right take advantage. And some of us who are old have remembered what that was like. So we must give a message of hope. We must say another world is possible and necessary.
And the Grand Prix went to Canada's Xavier Dolan for It's Only the End of the World, about a young man suffering from a terminal illness and who spends one last summer with his estranged family. Best Actor went to Shahab Hosseini for the Iranian film The Salesman, which also won Best Screenplay. And Best Actress went to Jacqueline Jose for her lead role in the Filipino film Ma Rosa. She plays a poor mother of four in Manila who sells drugs on the side to make ends meet. In a surprise tie, France's Olivier Assayas shared the Best Director prize with Romanian Cristian Mungiu for the film's Personal Shopper and Graduation, respectively.
Some of the biggest stars in the world hit the red carpet here in Cannes this week. And from Woody Allen to Steven Spielberg, I got a chance to catch up with quite a few. Take a look.
The only thing about Cannes that puts me off, I have to sit through my film again. When I go to red carpet events to promote films in the United States or any place, I go down the red carpet, and when that's over, the people go in to see the movie, the lights go down, and I leave. I go to a restaurant, and I have dinner. And then when the movie's over, there's always a party after, and I go to that. But here at Cannes,
they make you go.
Cannot escape.
Love is not rational. You fall in love. You lose control.
Whoa, is that good or bad?
I'm definitely chasing something. Like, I'm hungry. That's, I'm really lucky because I have a lot to chew on, but, no, man, life is short. I think that you should move quickly, always. Like, keep it up, keep it up.
His butt.
Thelma, have you lost your mind?
All the press was talking about now things are going to be so different because it was a big hit, and now it's going to be more female road pictures, buddy movies, more movies in general starring women. But it didn't. It did not change things.
What? Tell me about this, William. You don't think there's a real lack of women in the industry?
Hell no.
Tell me.
Most of the people running studios are women.
Well, your wife is a former head.
My wife ran 2 studios years ago. So did many other women. I think women deserve the same opportunities as men, and it should all be based on merit, not gender. And I would say the same if you were a man. Why isn't a man doing this job?
I did 3 movies after having my daughter. I started one called All I See Is You with Mark Forster, where I play a woman who's blind. Cafe Society, which is glitzy, and my character is positive and lovely and effervescent. And then after that, I thought, well, I now have to do something where I'm
different.
Torturing myself with a shark. It was scary and physically demanding, which was nice. 10 months after having a baby, forcing yourself to get in shape because I had to do so many of my own stunts.
In 66 seconds, Roberto Duran changed my life.
I'm a boxing fan, but I don't go to fights a lot unless it's somebody that I know and they ask me to go, or for some
or it's a real championship fight that I want to see.
Is that a real fighter? Duran should fight no one but me.
I think the hardest part was really getting into shape, losing the weight, and then holding it.
We're half of our weight. We were hungry for victory, but we were also hungry for pasta.
I would come out with trays of food in front of their doors.
It's like, guys, good morning.
Chris, your fans call you, or are called, Pine Nuts. Ben, do you have a nickname? Your fans have a nickname?
I'm just gonna bite my tongue off after hearing that.
Foster freezes?
But by the way, you're never gonna stop hearing that from me. Pine nuts.
It's funny.
Joy. Oh, the next 17 hours are gonna be torture.
You've made a few international films in your career. I was thinking of Pink Panther 2 with Steve Martin. Never any desire to pick up and move to Hollywood?
I think we're vagabonds as creative people. I've always believed that we can collaborate to work together if everything falls in place mutually in terms of our scheduling, our time. I've never felt the need to physically move and shop for work.
Thank
if
goodness.
That makes any sense.
You also have two big films coming out this summer, Doctor Strange and the Star Wars spin-off of Rogue One. It sneaked out that you are the father of the main character.
Yeah, that's a slip of the tongue there.
I know, tell me about it. That wasn't supposed to come out. What happened?
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say and what I'm allowed to. I think we will get some guidelines once we start doing the press on it. So for now, I'll just say I'm in the film.
You do it, they break you.
Oh, let me go out. We'll get some exciting information if I kept that on.
One of the most iconic scenes for many people in cinema is that infamous Sharon Stone scene where she uncrosses her legs. Does she or doesn't she have anything on underneath? Well, the question is, where was that scene originally in the script? Was it your idea, Sharon Stone's idea?
No, it was my idea. But I saw the devil in her eyes coming up. Cannot describe it differently. I've seen that once or twice with him, that you see in her eyes as if something changes. It's not like there is a tiger or an animal looking at you, and she said yes.
I was nervous boarding the airplane to get here. I was nervous getting off the plane. I was nervous coming to the Carlton. I was very nervous when I got out of the car with all the glitterazzi, and then of course once we got to the top of the red carpet, I felt right at home here in Cannes.
Now, most of the stars you just saw there have made the trip up these red steps many times before. But for others, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that can boost a career or get you buzz for all the wrong reasons. Our Catherine Nicholson did a little red carpet prep with an up-and-coming French singer making her Cannes debut.
An evening she'll never forget and a beauty session to match. Up-and-coming singer Melissa Nkonda gets ready for her first ever Cannes red carpet.
That's the most glamorous event of the year, and that's the place to be, so I'm so proud to be here. It's like, I feel like a fairy tale, you see me? And I cannot explain what I'm feeling inside. It's like, everything looks like marvelous, because I feel like a little princess.
It might be Melissa's first time here, but French hairdresser to the stars Franck Provost is back for his 19th festival in a row.
Everyone needs to have their hair styled, whether it's the French president, or a supermarket cashier, or a big star. I love this job. For our clients, we're their confidants. We're there during their last minutes of stress. So we have to reassure them, to be by their side.
On doit les rassurer, on doit être là. Alors, tu nous joues un petit truc, comme hier.
Time is marching on, and word arrives that the official car is here.
Moi, si je suis prête.
Am I ready? Ready isn't the word. I'm more stressed than I can handle. I don't know if I'll be able to stand up in my high heels. Okay, I'm off.
On the way, a former Miss France joins the party, ready with a few tips on handling the paparazzi. The Palais des Festivals is just 1 kilometre down the seafront, but as per the rules, it's an official car or nothing. In just a few minutes, it is all over, but a dream has become reality.
Well, that wraps it up for this 69th Film Festival on the French Riviera. But we'll leave you now with one last look at fabulous Cannes. See you soon.